Varka story quest. Yeah? Let's go. Yeah!
Huh? Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Could it just blow in on the breeze?
A letter carried by the wind. To a traveler. Hey, long time no see, my friend. What is that? You say we just met recently? For a heart that always misses its friends, every second feels like an eternity. And after such a grand adventure in Nordcry, you must have gathered quite a few stories along the way, yes? Are you perhaps looking for an old friend to talk to? Do you happen to need a bard? One who can turn your tales to verse? If so, come and catch up with me at Starsnitch Cliff. The wine is poured and the strings are already tuned. A bard.
Oh, it's from the tone-deaf bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all about our adventures in Nordcry. Maybe we can get some tasty treats out of him in return. Come on, let's go to Starsnatch Cliff.
Wait, I just noticed. Echo here is crazy. Dang. Cool effect, cool effect. Starsnitch Cliff. Starsnitch Cliff. Venti.
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nordcry?
Just call me by my name.
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Nordcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rahier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages!
Yeah, no spoilers. I didn't do the quest yet. But since when we tell stories to Venti?
So I'm guessing the wild hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rahier of Solnari.
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
There are still some vestiges of the wild hunt around, but not enough to pose a major threat.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
I was gonna ask, you two have really met before?
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
This, right?
Hey! Is that all you've got?
Oh, who's this?
Oh, bring it on!
Like that.
Oh, who's this?
Giving up already?
Oh, the new character.
Hey, you're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti?
What's up with his eyes? Why is it... It has red pupil and greenish blue... no. What do I call it? The iris? What's up with crazy eyes lately? Durin has like unique eyes too, and who else? Like also, what was Ilua, right? All them characters look similar, and their eyes are like this gradient eyes. Yeah.
I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Where are you from? Also color? Like what?
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
I've tried the angel's share. I've gone to the cat's tail.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time.
Props to you to recognize a legend.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Loen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius. Expeditionary Force. Okay.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
Exactly.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Don't tell me he sent you
Deliver
to...
some letters.
I was going to deliver a letter.
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already.
For real, like,
In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes a Lot.
yeah! New Paimon nickname. Here we go. It's another meta. Meta? What? Another day, another nickname, huh? Tone Deaf Bard.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone deaf or not, I wear the title of Bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes a Lot to be quite a compliment.
Sarah writes a lot.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Paimon said that because the nickname wasn't insulting enough. But Sir Writes a Lot sounds like Sir Lancelot, you know? Sounds similar, at least.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are. To use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the Bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti.
These days.
Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
So, what does the letter say?
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Oh, something
Nothing in
serious?
particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time, I'll need some time to mull over my response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
Of course. Let's go.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
Ooh. Is he the first one who... I forgot the word. Who called Paimon misguided? He's well-mannered, at least.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Ooh, something coming up.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me?
It's interesting how in every nation, in real life too, there's something...
Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
I would say in every nation there's something related to an ear. It's either scratching or like feeling hot or yeah. But whenever somebody remembers you, it's something like happening to your ears. That's funny. And where is he? Varka. Right now.
Grandmaster! Bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return!
Oh. Let's go.
Stormwind!
On me!
Without the ray here of Solnari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
What is that?
We meet again, Andreas.
Andreas?
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
Yo, I like this camera angle. So epic.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
What is this weapon?
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice, corruption, iniquity.
Damn.
Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me. heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Damn, he looks sick with the red eyes and everything. Ooh, in the title, that was nice shot.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Oh, I mean, don't say that. In my heart, you are the real knight. Real than anybody else? Though there are others are cool too. Especially Lisa.
Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
Oh, Kaya, yeah, by the way, where is he?
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
Is that Rosaria?
But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
I mean, let the guy do his thing, because those who work hard deserve the rest too, right? The angels share intelligence from the Church of Favonius.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Oh, that's very nice of them.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
You're so playful. Judged from his design, I thought he would be more, I don't know, chill, less talkative. But no, I mean, he's cool. Clearly, something is bothering Jean. I should talk to her before going to the Angel's Share. Yeah, let's talk to the Jean. Oh, so many people here. I see Noel.
Grandmaster offered lots of advice in his letter regarding my recent assessments. I didn't think he'd spare a thought for that kind of thing in the middle of an expedition.
How thoughtful of Varka, right? As I said before, genuinely good guy, responsible, trustworthy. The reason why he is a, captain of the Knights of Favonius? The boss, basically.
So, honorary knight? If you have the time, do you think you could help me out with my special training?
Yes, I am. Sure. But not right now, I guess? I don't know. Eula.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed?
Huh?
I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time.
Ooh.
I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
Okay. Lissa.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns.
Yeah, Grandmaster. Oh, Amber.
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel Share.
The expedition is finally wrapping up.
Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
I see a sucrose.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom bombs we sent worked really well. He wants to know if we've made any more.
Uncle Varka's coming home? Yay! I can't wait to go outside and play with him!
Wait, this is confinement room, right? It's not Kalee's room. She goes here when she's done something wrong, right? When she's being scolded, basically. And that's fun. Hearing the Klee from the other side of the room is always fun. Jean, what's worrying you so much, huh? Talk to me.
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
I'll be setting off shortly, but it seems like there's something on your mind.
Is it that obvious?
Well, yeah, you have no poker face whatsoever, honestly.
But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nakrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Oh.
If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead.
What?
I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet.
Interesting. Who are these people? Don't you understand? Master the art of social interaction. I guess this is Razor he's talking about. Don't understand that they too need protecting. Is it Noelle? Not sure. Not knowing enough lore about characters here to say for sure. Well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. Is it Diluc?
What's wrong?
My guess is.
Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return.
Well, yeah, no matter how... Yeah, if you thought through every possible case, having a plan like that is nothing bad, actually. I don't know. It's alright, so whatever.
Until I return, I leave them in your care.
But it's rather, right? Rather worrying when somebody talks like that. Like, if I don't come back, do this and that. But it's better to. He's telling because he's worrying. He cares about you. Nothing bad about it. You gotta be. I don't know. Never mind.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history.
Oh, really?
The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, interesting
Wolf
lore.
spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfendom?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god.
Wait, Andreas is a god? I forgot, maybe?
And the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Could it be?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duvall and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the Calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Well, always better to be overprepared than caught off guard. Facing the worst case scenario with no backup plan would have been far worse.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency. Even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action, I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Jane's face expression. Okay, Jane.
Thank you for being such a patient listener. I feel much more settled after talking with you. If you have any spare time, would you mind stopping off to say hello to the other knights? I'm sure they have all missed our honorary knight just as much as I have.
I already talked to all of them. Yay. Let's go out.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe? Maybe it's worth a little intel in return.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
Hiya! Rosaria! Diluc! Paimon knew we'd find you here!
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
I have a letter for each. I have a letter for each of you. You deliver Varka's letter.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Yo, I didn't know there were... what it's called? The friend trio. Usually, it's like with Naruto and every other anime. You have two boys and one girl, or 2 girls, 1 boy, or whatever. However, like 3 people, trio, growing up from the childhood. I don't know about Rosaria, but yeah, as you can see, they are the trio on the bar. Kaya, Rosaria, and Diluc. I never thought about it. Interesting.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Also interesting color schemes, right? Red, black, blue, and purple. Pinkish. Interesting. I like their designs. They stand out so much. And work as a trio too.
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him.
Diluc for real has a child face. Damn, big eyes as well.
He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then.
He grew up.
But my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius.
I'm comfortable where I am, say that. Because, yeah, sometimes, you know, you are alone for so long. You do your things alone for so long. You get used to it and you find yourself, you understand yourself better on that lonely journey. And now you are so comfortable with yourself, you don't need no party anymore. I mean, it's not that you're against it, but you value your, like, what it's called, self-peace. You value your self-peace. I don't know what's the better word to describe it, but solitude, there's something so good about it. So chill about it, you know? Yeah.
Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
Stop being edgy. Come on, I am Batman. Type talk again. Shadow. I am the shadow. They're the sun.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said. But don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the church?
Yeah, she drinks, she swears. I guess she swears. I don't know. Did we ever heard her swearing? But yeah, I don't think she follows as much rules as she breaks.
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the church and not the Knights to begin with?
Ooh.
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
It's a battle. They're not arguing, they just have different ways of protecting those around them.
Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh?
I wonder if this is exactly what Varka was hoping for. I guess. Talk to everyone. Kaye.
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Let me think.
Yeah, he has to write him back, right?
Public order inside the city, monster activity in the wild. Oh, and a review of the latest vintages. I think I'll leave it at that.
Cool. Let's sit. Talk to me, Diluc. You know, I am something of a Varka myself. Oh, I'm sitting backwards. Okay. Wait. Diluc.
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
Where is Rosaria? Upstairs? Ooh, what you doing here? Looking at the window?
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing.
Damn, she's mad.
When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
Ooh.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Yeah, hello. That's what matters more than this, like, argument, or don't treat it seriously. Just chill out. Besides, I wouldn't really call that an argument. You just have different ideas on how to protect Mondstadt.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters then?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back. There are people like Kaye and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before.
Oh.
Not only that,
Who was
but
that?
it happened to a Knight of Boreas.
Oh.
That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual.
A champion of justice driven to extremes. You're saying that happened to a Knight of Boreas? About extremes, right? I used to be like that too. Like, you get so caught up on your thought of bringing justice or doing something right. You go to extremes like, I don't need nobody's help. I must do it myself because I prove right things, real things are done right, perfectly. That's the idea that people have when they like go extremely hard on themselves. But in reality, things are much more flexible, you know? Not every time, like, achieving your goal, not everything comes, every time comes with doing everything right, perfectly, certain way. It can be achieved in various ways, so you shouldn't be so caught up on your feel of justice, righteous, all that. Life lesson 101 here. little life hacks from myself.
Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this?
Yeah, something about that.
And then we got caught up talking about the expedition, and we never got around to the second time.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Ooh.
Yikes!
The guy from the poster.
Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight.
So edgy.
After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts.
Seeing your comrades die, like, many times ain't gonna do good for your psyche.
It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone.
Damn. Varka is a center. I mean, yeah. He writes all of them. He's a caring one. He's quite sentimental when it comes to. Yo, is he perfect person? Like, he does the job, walks the walk, talks the talk, also fun, chill to be around, also caring, strong, masculine, figure, but who is also caring and open like that. That's super rare, you know. It's the like combination of everything good about people, person, human. That's yo.
After all these years,
right.
He's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Oh. I mean, yeah, looking at you, I could say you were a bad girl. Yeah, you look like someone who'd be around the bandits or something like that, I know. And got not saved necessarily, but given chance to live better at life. The vibes, simply the vibes, I'm just guessing here.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him.
Well, he keeps showing that he's like that all the time. Caring, trustworthy, and reliable.
Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Shall we go get answers straight from the horse's or wolf's mouth? We can meet up with Lohen and Wolvendom while we're at it.
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
Let's go.